Before we begin, I'd just like to ask you to please subscribe. I'm using these as chassis stands right now, which are just 2x4s crudely tacked together, because I don't really have an excuse to upgrade, but I really would like this channel to grow. I'd like to help as many people as possible to build kits or make simple modifications on their amps. I've found a lot of fun in it, a lot of peace in it. It's been a great hobby. So if you could help out and subscribe, that would be great. Alright, what do we have here? Gemini 6. Not sure what year it is, to be honest with you. I've had the amp for a long time, and I love it. It's my favorite amp. It's a lot darker than most amps, and I find that my playing style, well, I play with a pretty heavy hand, so having a darker amp is just better for me because I don't pick up a lot of the picking noise. I bought this for $250 about 8 years ago, and I've loved it ever since. It has had a cap replacement, it's had tube replacements, but today we're going to try to put in a pre-phase inverter master volume. So stick around. This amp is so well built. I mean, look at that plywood. Look how thick that is. That's how thick the back door is on this thing. You've got the spring for the foot switch, was a creative idea, so that you can, have your foot switch held in. And we're about to pull the chassis. But look at this speaker. I mean, this is a Jensen concert speaker. I believe it's the original one, and it is just beautiful. I mean, the sound, the warm sound that this produces is exceptional. I've had no other amplifier like it. Alright, what you're seeing right here is a 5E3 schematic, and you'll see this 1 meg grid leak resistor on the phase inverter. That's right where we put our other master volume. And you can tell that it's a master volume here, a cathode, because the signal comes out both the plate and the cathode. So for the Ampeg Gemini 6, you've got this guy right here, and that's our 7199, and you can see here that it's going out of the cathode and it's going out of the plate. Now, there's not a lot of documentation on where to put this master volume, but I'm going to put it somewhere in between this pin and this 10 meg resistor. It'll go through the gain stage, the first gain stage, and second gain stage, and maybe even a third gain stage, I'm not sure. But we'll see if it works out. I'm going to do some experimenting. Alright, here she is. You can see there's been some work done, and it was done okay. The roach doesn't look the best, but it works. Kind of. What we're trying to do today is figure out where this master volume is going to go. So there are our power tubes. Now let's look at the schematic. Look at these. These pins have numbers on them. That's a first. Alright, so here's the phase inverter. Pin 1 is the plate. Pin 9 is what we're interested in. I'm going to go ahead and take this wire off of pin 9 and see if I can just put a pot there, see what happens. Alright, just took the wire off of pin 9 just to make sure I know where I am on the schematic. I'm going to test to see if this resistor value next to this 0.1 microfarad cap is 10 megs. I'm not actually going to remove it from the circuit. So here's the pin we just removed, here's the resistor. So I'm going to actually input the colors into a calculator online that will tell me the value. Alright, and we were right. It's the 10 meg resistor. This is DigiKey. It's a great calculator in case you don't want to pull your resistors out. If you can see the colors, this is the way to go. Alright, I've got it set up simply to go between pin 9 and that 10 meg. So let's see what happens. 7591s. Electro harmonics. These are pretty nice. Okay, power tubes are in. Alright. Power's on. Jewel light's on. There it is. Just needs a reference to ground. Alright, now let's crank it and see what kind of tones we can get. Alright, that's what we'll do then. We'll go ahead and solder that in. Alright, I'm going to go for this accordion input. Let you guys see me do the boring, monotonous work. Alright, now I'm going to take this pot, put it through this hole here, fasten it in with some washers. Alright, that pot is in there. 250K. I like a gradual rise and fall, so this will be perfect. Gonna use some 22 gauge wire. Alright, I'm now gonna put this wire into pin 9 and run it to the right terminal of the audio pot. I'm going to use the leftmost terminal for the reference to ground. Alright, that is in pin 9. Okay, I'm going to run this red wire from pin 9, like I said, to the rightmost terminal of the potentiometer. Alright, that red wire is in there now. Now we're going to take a yellow wire from where the pin 9 wire used to go and run it to the potentiometer. So pin 9 used to run right to this 10 meg potentiometer, if you recall. So that's where I'm putting the yellow wire. Then I'm going to run the yellow wire in the same fashion as the red and connect it to the middle terminal of the pot. Alright, let's summarize. So we got pin 9 here, red wire, going to the left terminal of the pot. And we've got where the 10 meg resistor is here, going to the middle terminal of the pot. Now we're going to ground this guy. Alright, we've grounded the pot to the chassis. So the pot's installed. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume all the way down. We're going to plug this in and see if that master volume works. Okay, to the very left, this is the volume control here. The volume's down all the way. This is connected to the Jensen speaker, the original one, so I don't blow up my little Celestian. Turn it on here. Alright, pilot light's on. It's good so far. Alright, the volume is actually all the way up. Now let's use the master. Yep. Perfect. Alright, so that was way easier than I thought. Three-phase inverter, master volume on a Gemini 6. Success. Gonna try to do a quick demo. Oh wow, that sounds great.